working on that allows you to tap into that childhood or you being a big kid?
Yeah, man, I mean, the truth of the matter is, like, my whole job is that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, everything that I do is because I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to try that? Wouldn't it be cool to, like, just play make-believe for a living? And I'm really fortunate to get to do that. But there are things that I've done, like Reaper, or like the material that usually is provided from genre stuff, especially this like weird sort of like line I've towed with like genre bending, like a little bit with like this sci-fi dramedy sort of thing, or horror comedy or whatever. That is the material that is the stuff of dreams, of kids' dreams, you know, where there are no rules. Like I have this show called Deadbeat we were talking about, and literally we're creating the rules of this world in the show, and that's those, you know what I mean? Like there are no actual real mediums. So as far as we know, you can just fucking do anything. You could drop an anvil on my head in the show. We could like figure out a way to, but I'm a ghost now, and I'm back on the show, and it's like I'm my own medium, and you know, like there's no rules, and those are the. Someone asked me one time, like, why are you so drawn to like genre stuff, especially sci-fi? And I was like, I am. And they're like, well, Planet of the Apes, Dead Last, Deadbeat, Reaper, Invasion. I was like, oh, right, okay. I guess I do like some of the sci-fi stuff. And then I was asked to sort of answer why, and I had to think about it a lot. And I was like, yeah, it's because there's just it is that suspended disbelief that is very childlike about creating these new worlds and realms and eras, and it's why everyone likes to cosplay and do all this stuff. It's because it's like it's our world, man. There's no rules. And in that regard, that's what I love the most about what I do.
Anything that is coming up that's where you can be like little boy Tyler, presumably before the beard?
Yeah, I got a thing I can't even really talk about it yet, but I'm doing a new cartoon series. I'm voicing a very popular reboot of a series from the 80s. I can't say too much. There's a lot of big people involved, and so every week, we're doing 72 episodes of this thing, and every week I get to go in and just be one of the characters that I watched my entire childhood. So I'm pretty stoked on that. I wish I could tell you guys more about it. It's gonna be so fucking cool, and you guys would all lose your shit right now if I told you what it is. I can't say it, I'm sorry.
You won't tell. I'm sure.
Yeah, but that's fun.
That's pretty freaking awesome news, actually. That's cool. Well, hey, let the internet speculation begin, I guess. Yeah.
It's like awesome but shitty news, because you guys are like, oh, I care. You got something I can't know about.
But that's exciting. I mean, it's cool because if it's something that you're excited about, that means something important to you, that I think earns a lot of fan goodwill. That you're doing it right.
It's actually what I'm most excited about is like dorking out about this with people who will also dork out about it with me.
The dorking will happen.
Hey Tyler, I have 2 questions for you.
Sure.
One, how did you like working with Brandon Jackson? And
what's that? You know Brandon Jackson?
Yeah. And 2, how did you like your pizza last night?
Oh, yeah, I saw you there.
That's incredibly creepy, sir. I was watching you eat, and I couldn't help but wonder.
Well, if you truly were watching me enjoy that pizza, I went to Giordano's, and that was my first Chicago deep dish pizza experience, like ever. I've never had anything even close to that. That was so good, man. That was like a real eye-opener. You guys are doing that shit right. So yeah, it was like eating like a vat of hot, delicious like pizza toppings in a bowl you can eat. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like so yeah, that was good. And working with Brandon T. Jackson, or Brandon Jackson as I call him. He's great, man. He's like turned into a real buddy of mine. He's a good dude. He's on that new show with Craig Robinson, Mr. Robinson, and he's just like, he's a genuinely funny, caring human being. He's got a daughter, and I have a daughter, and we like sort of hit it off in that regard. And He's great. He's really fun, and he's my confidant on the show, and I really need him,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But how about that pizza?
If you could have put a little bit of Brandon T. Jackson into that pizza, it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tyler.
Thank you. And final question. Hey there.
Hey, how's it going? So, with all the fun you guys seem to have on the sets of the movies and TV shows that you've been on, do you have any pranksters in particular that you remember, or any particular pranks that stick out in your mind?
I have one prank that I always do. Nobody likes it. Nobody thinks it's funny except for me, which is all that matters, really. I always like to, whoever the prettiest girl I'm working with on the set, whoever everyone's like, oh man, she's so great, and it's like, she's an actor. I like to, before lunchtime, go and take a shit in her trailer. And just leave the lid open. You can kind of let the water out without dumping the shit. It smells like trailer toilets, so you just do that, leave it, and then just never tell them. Just never tell them who it was. That's my favorite prank. But nobody knows that I do it.
Well, now, yeah. Is there preparation for this? Because you know that you're about to go on set, so you know what to...
Now it's going to be eating a lot of deep dish pizza.
There you go. Chicago's contribution to the entertainment industry.
And thank you, Chicago.
Think about it.
All right. On that very interesting note, I will say, keep an eye out for Deadbeat Season 3, but you can actually go watch the first 2 seasons on Hulu right now, and keep an eye out for upcoming news on Tucker and Dale.
I will tell you about one other thing. I just finished a movie with Kristen Bell, Melissa McCarthy, and Peter Dinklage. Called Michelle Darnell, and I play Kristen Bell's love interest or whatever. I got the romantic lead in a studio flick.
It's a very dark, depressing movie, I'm sure.
Nobody gets out alive.
Yeah.
But it's a really, really funny movie with lots of other great actors in it. But it's called Michelle Darnell. It's coming out next April, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It'll be coming out right after Season 3 of Deadbeat premieres, so...
Boom, boom.